Today I want to talk about what trading actually taught me about life. So about 4 to 5 years ago, I decided that I wanted to venture off into entrepreneurship and tried a few different things, and I came across trading. Now you might be sitting there thinking like, you came across trading. Yes, I came across trading, and what I actually ended up discovering is that trading was very intriguing. And I thought that it was intriguing because of the fact that you have the potential to make a lot of money in a short period of time. And I came to find out that you can also lose a lot of money in a short period of time. However, over the period of time of me actually trading, what I discovered is that trading is a lot like life. And what I mean by that is, when you go to trade, of course, everybody wants to win and everybody wants to win big. But when you are actually trading, you have to learn how to control your mindset. Just because you lose a trade doesn't mean that life is over. Then the next thing is, you can't just risk everything on one trade. There's nothing wrong with taking a calculated risk, which in trading, that's called proper risk management. And when you end up having proper risk management, that allows for you to come back to the table and be able to actually trade again. But what many people do is they see an opportunity, they go all in, they don't make any calculated risk. And when things end up not going in their favor, now they want to say that things don't work. And I used to be like that at one point. And what I discovered is it does work. And anything that you do works. But what you have to do is you have to understand the rules of the game. Like when you go play Uno, you can't be playing with the rules of spades. When you go play spades, you can't be playing with the rule of blackjack. When you're playing blackjack, you can't be playing with the rules of Texas Hold'em. And I used to go throughout life, and so many people go throughout life, and they are playing a game with the wrong rules. So once I learned how to play the rules of the game, then I ended up becoming better. Now, what does it have to do with life? In life, you have to learn how to play the rules of the game. And the rules of the game in life are, one, how are you treating people? How are you actually showing up and treating people? I was actually talking to my mom, and she said something so profound. I said, hey, Mom, if you had one piece of advice that you could give me, or a lesson that you've learned that you would like for me to learn, what would that be? And she said that you are not responsible for how people treat you, but you will be held responsible for how you treat people. And I was like, man, that is so profound. Like, so many of us go throughout life, and because someone treated us bad, because someone said something to us the wrong way, because, somebody gave us attitude, we think we're supposed to fight fire with fire. But that's not what we're called to do. Even when you start your business, you may think that, well, I just got to do it the way that this person did it. That's not how you're supposed to do it. You have to find out, how does it actually work in a way for you to get the job done. Yes, there are going to be some similarities. Yes, there are some foundational principles that you still have to follow, but you have to make sure that you're doing it in a way that is going to be in alignment with who you are. And sometimes what you end up finding out is that when you do things and you think that they are in alignment, they may not be. And that's okay. You have the opportunity to go find something different. And it's just like a baby walking. When a baby gets ready to go start walking, they stand up. They're not able to support themselves. Then once they stand up and they're able to support themselves, now what they end up doing is they end up going and, taking that first step, and they fall. Failing forward is a part of life. But as I stated, you have to fail forward.